we focused a lot on the response to the fire, the water problems you heard about and the lack of funding for the firefighters, the focus on climate do-gooding. But very little is talked about the cause of the fire, why it started. One of America's top class action lawyers says he knows exactly what caused the Eaton Fire. He blames the Southern California Edison power company for allegedly sparking the Eaton Fire that destroyed thousands of homes. Jay Edelson, founder and CEO of Edelson PC, is with us now, just filed a new lawsuit against the company. Okay, we knew that there were going to be wildfires. What is the allegation here that takes it beyond act of God to, what, billions of dollars in liability?
Yeah, more than that. It's pretty easy, and we're not suing every utility company, and we haven't done that when we've brought other wildfire cases. The real question is whether they acted negligently. Here, our argument is going to be the main power lines, they had to depower them, shut them off, and they didn't do that. And we already have videos and photographs showing that, or at least seeming to show that the spark on those lines are what caused the fire.
Wow. Okay, so if what you are alleging is true, and we asked them for comment, they have not gotten back to us. Thousands of homes, Altadena, this is middle-class LA. This is where we really focus so much of our reporting. If what you allege is true, then what happens?
Well, one of the things, I think historians are going to look back at this era and figure out why people have lost faith in corporate America, and this is going to be a prime example. So let's look at what SoCal Edison has done since the fire. You've got a situation where everyone's evacuating. They're worried about their lives. They're worried about their homes, all their possessions. You've got 16 people who are dead. You've got firefighters heroically coming into the fire, getting injured, trying to put it out. What is SoCal Edison doing? They've lawyered up. They've hired some of the most expensive lawyers in the country, and they've got a litigation plan. And their litigation plan is to be very fast and loose with the facts, suggesting, oh, maybe we did turn off the power. Oh, okay, maybe we didn't on the main power lines, but we did with other power lines. And now the reason that we're filing for a temporary restraining order right now is that we're afraid that they're going to destroy crucial evidence in this case.
From the day of the fires, we identified on the show two main issues. One, water issues, not building the reservoirs. We didn't know the reservoir was empty, but that was where this was headed. Number two, not burying power lines. How much of that is SoCal Edison's fault, and how much of that is Gavin Newsom's fault?
Well, that's a great question. We could spend an hour and a half on that.
Okay, well, we got 2 minutes.
We've got 2 minutes.
But what is it? It's a $10 billion question? It's a $30 billion question? You bankrupted one power utility because of how much you got from them for negligence.
Yeah, maybe another one too in Oregon. If it's, you know, these companies, they play it all the same way. They don't care about actually protecting their consumers. You know, these are homeowners. So their lives are being ruined. So, you know, for us, the lawsuit is focused on SoCal Edison. People like you can have debates about the politics of it, and you might know my views about that, or can guess. But
we've had that discussion privately.
But here, they should have buried the power lines.
But again, is that their fault?
Yes, of course.
So it's the power company's fault.
It is absolutely, under California law, we're going to be able to show to a jury that they should have done a lot more, like turned the power off. It's not that hard. The main power lines, turn it off. They turned off other lines, but not the main power lines.
But the main power lines, you turn them off, nobody has power. You can't turn the power off for years.
No, you turn them off so that the town doesn't burn down.
So when they got the fire order, when Karen Bass went over to Ghana, they should have turned the power off.
Well, I'm not going to get into it.
Okay. But look, you and I have been friends for a long time, and you know the knock in this situation, right? You make billions in legal fees or hundreds of millions in legal fees, and people who had their house burned down get a coupon for a new refrigerator. Is that how this works?
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, in our previous cases, people are getting, and we have trials going right now in Oregon, and we're getting multi-million-dollar verdicts where people
are getting that amount of money.
Individuals are getting multi-million dollars. No, these are not, you know, false advertising cases. You didn't put enough Reese's Pieces in the candy bag. This is, you know, people are losing lives. They're losing all their family heirlooms. They're losing their houses. The stories are horrific. Fire bolts being shot at them as they're trying to survive. Every time we've gone before a jury, we've won because the stories are just so horrific. And when we look at what SoCal Edison was doing, as everybody is trying to, you know, survive, it's going to be a stark contrast, and I think the jury's going to be with us.
Interesting. Jay, thank you very much. There are a lot of people who are hurting. They need your help.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.